toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Jaguars will put toe to leather and we'll get started. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. So the Memphis Tigers offense has the ball first today. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Jaguars with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the pass is broken up, incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Jaguars! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
The Tigers want to move quickly. on third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man on the right. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Gets the first himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Gets it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Memphis. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Wants to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Braswell. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. This is a designed run. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Graham. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Jaguars are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Jaguars have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Chop. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Braswell. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 3rd down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Jaguars have taken it inside the 20. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pucks it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. A 3rd down try for the offense. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Jaguars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, South Alabama. Quick strike through the air for the score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Memphis picking up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick tempo, no-huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. Punt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Scanning the field, it's Pruitt. That's caught. It's Graham. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Got it in the middle. It's Braswell. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's high. At the 40, there he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Braswell. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Jaguars in a good spot here with second and short. Pressure coming. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grab near the marker. It's Graham. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Jaguars! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
That makes the score South Alabama 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll try the run. There he goes. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Time to change now on second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and more. Lots of running room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And this offense is clear. We're not done. We got the lead, but we're going to come out in this second half, and we're going to be explosive, create some big plays, and they do. On the first drive, setting the tone, saying we are going absolutely nowhere.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Got room at the 35. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Memphis wants to move quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
At the 45 on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Utah State has the lead right now. Logan has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 10 over San Diego State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Caught in the backfield. It's Braswell. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Pruitt. Release to the back. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Turning it up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on second down. Working that left side now. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Brings up 2nd down.
They just keep firing. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Chambers. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 30. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Chop. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
To throw, it's Pruitt. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Memphis! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Jaguars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. With the catch, it's Barber. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Jaguars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass, it's Pruitt. Snagged out of the air. Tackled there by the defense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And the Jaguars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jaguars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drop. Got enough space. Touchdown, Jaguars! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're
into the secondary on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Memphis picking up the tempo.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Right on target this time. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from inside the red zone. And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call.
Hold defense.
Defender got caught a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Little touch pass to the receiver. Slithers into space. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Unloads to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to throw. It's Chambers. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
Brings up second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the right. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. He's got him this time.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pocket breaking down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Chambers. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Offense facing fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Going for it all. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. It's one thing to execute early in the game. tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at